we're asked to find this equation, which is written below. The first thing I did was I noted that when the input is 3, the output is 4. I replace all the inputs with 3. And then I put the output as 4. Multiply it out. I get 9 plus 3p plus q equals 4. I'm going to bring that 9 to the other side and take it away from 4. And I get 3p plus q equals minus 5. Did anybody get that? Now, okay guys, now we're going to store that, we're going to store that 3p plus 4. Okay? We're going to store that. Now we're going to do the red part. Everybody see the red part? Anywhere there's an input of minus 1, we're going to replace all the inputs with minus 1. And what's the output? 4. Minus 1 squared is 1. P times minus 1 plus q equals 4. Going to take my old equation over to the left. Still working on the red equation. Using the red data. Bring the 1 to the other side and what do I get? Minus p plus q equals 4 take away 1. 3. Okay. Minus p plus q equals 3. Add downwards. What happens when you... Oh, no, don't add downwards actually. It doesn't cancel if you add downwards, does it? Okay. If I was to add downwards right now, here's what would happen. 3p take away p be 2p. Q plus q be 2q. And that'd be minus 2. That's no good to me. I needed one of the letters to disappear, didn't I? I have an idea. I'm going to use my magic wand. I'm going to use my magic wand on the red equation. Do any of you guys know what I mean by magic wand? Anything that's negative goes. Anything that's positive goes. Now look what happens. P, what happens to the P? Minus P. Plus the Q. Minus Q. The 3. Minus 3. Add them together. 3P plus P. The Q's. Minus 8. Divide minus 8 by 4. What do we get? Minus 2. Anybody got minus 2? Or look. Okay. Now gents. What we're going to do next is, does everybody see the equation in the red box? I'm going to replace P with what, guys? Minus 2. What's minus minus 2? What's 2 minuses and a 2? Use your calculator if you want. Plus 2. 2 plus Q is 3. Q is 1. Come to me with an idea for 14. Does anybody know what I need to do for question 14 to make this work? So look at the board and tell me how you think I should begin this question. It gives me a graph. Here's the graph. It gives me a function. And what it wants me to do is it wants me to find the value of B and the value of C. Okay, so anywhere you put the zeros in. 0 multiplied by 0, 0. B multiplied by 0, 0. So you're only left with C, aren't you? And then you find out that your C value is in fact 2. So you go back to the top and you change your C value to minus 2. Now, we're going to redo this last part. We already know C is minus 2. So, what we're going to do is we're going to replace C with minus 2. Now, what's the new input for this part here? 1, 1, 1. 1 squared is 1. And the answer is minus 3, isn't it? Now, what's 1 take away 2? 1 take away 2 on the left hand side. Minus 1. Bring the minus 1 to the other side and what do we get? Minus 3 plus 1. Anybody tell me what we get as the answer? B is minus 2. Go back to the original equation, and where I see the B, what am I going to do to it? Replace it with minus 2. And now all of a sudden, I have the original equation. Now, let's read part 2. Let's read part 2. What does that say? 2y is a point on the graph. Well, if you're a point on the graph, this means that your input and output match the function, don't they? So, what do you think I should replace the input with on the next question? When the input is 2, the output is y. That's it. Input is 2, output is y. Anywhere you see x, replace it with 2. And the answer has to be y. Do yourselves a favour, just throw it all into the calculator and it should tell you what the y value is. Now guys, S said we got minus 2. Does anybody think minus 2 looks right? Think about it, look. 0 minus 2, this gap here, and then the same gap across to 2. I think 2 minus 2 looks bang on. It's underneath the x-axis and it fits the graph just perfectly. Yeah, I think. Okay. Now, gents, here's what we're going to do for this one. What we're going to do is we're going to what's guaranteed about point B and point A? What's guaranteed about the y values in both of them? Does everybody agree the y values are 0? So is everybody guaranteed that the output has to be 0? Because the y values are 0 in both cases. Would you agree with that? Now here's what I'd like you to do. I'd like you to put this equal to 0. And this box here, what type of equation do we do for this? You hopefully would have studied this. Some people are thinking about using the minus b formula. Your a value will be 1, your b value will be 2, your c value will be minus 3. However, I will factorize this. Two numbers that multiply to give me minus 3, but add to give me plus 2. You either have 3 and minus 1, or minus 1 and 3. Which one should I choose and why? Huh? Shh. Which one? 3 and minus 1. Happy days. Shh. I do the split, which all you guys are familiar with. Now, I could just write down the answer because, like, it is going to be... that is the shortcut on one of these ones, but I know most of you guys like the formal steps. So, what we'll do is... Shh. What can I take out the first two? Cheat code. What do I say when I mean cheat code? Same bracket on the other side. What goes here to multiply x into minus 1? And then your answer. Yeah. Shh. Now 2 answers. You ready? 2 answers. Shh. Either x minus 1 equals 0, which means what? X equals 1. And the other answer? Minus 3. So would you agree that those... Now this makes sense. If I was to get a ruler out, guys. If I was to get a ruler out, look what happens here. See this red line I just drew there? Compared to this green line that I'm drawing here? I guarantee it that green line is 3 times longer than that red line. How do I know that? Because this point here is minus 3, 0, while this point here is 1, 0, as per your answers, x equals 1 and x equals minus 3. Now guys, okay, the next one's an easy one, okay? Yeah. Now does everybody see the c value? Everybody see the c value? Shh. Everybody see point C? What's guaranteed about point C? What axis is it on? It's on the y-axis. What's guaranteed when you're on the y-axis? What's 0? The x value is 0. The input is 0. So what we're going to do is we're going to replace the input with 0. And what happens when you replace the input with 0? What's the answer for the y value then? Y equals minus 3. So the answer here is 0 minus 3.